Hey, I'm Rejected Shotgun. If you've been keeping up with Blizzard's social media, then by this point you're probably aware of Storm Rising. It's the new event, the new Archives event that Blizzard is putting out right now. It looks incredibly interesting and has some great features that I'll be talking about in a future video, but in this, I just wanted to talk to you about the new map that Blizzard showed off here blatantly. This map seems to be called Havana based on the YouTube description of what's going on here, and just like last year's Archives event, the map that this event is taking place on is going to be an actual map in-game after the event is over. And if you take a careful look all throughout this video, you can actually see the game mode that this map is set in, as well as some really interesting tidbits about this map that may not be evident at first glance. So let's go over some of the really interesting hints that we saw from the new map Havana throughout this reveal video for Storm Rising. Let's go. Right from the get-go, we are shown this very interesting windy path up to a castle. It's not clear what point this is directly from the video, but one thing that is incredibly obvious is the fact that that is a payload line written down on the road there. That looks like the path a payload would take, which means this map is essentially guaranteed to be either a hybrid or a payload map, just based on that factor alone. The large winding pathway with the designated line on it is a dead giveaway that a payload needs to be moved. So going throughout the rest of this video, we'll be assuming this is either a payload or a hybrid map. Also, a quick shout out to the palm trees blowing in the wind and the heavy rain. It's not clear if that'll make it into the final version of this map, but man, that looks cool. As the clips start flying through different areas of the map, we can see the usual Overwatch map architecture, such as the arched doorways. We even see at one point that there's going to be a spot where you get to cross a street. It's not clear if this is going to be kind of like oasis and cars are going by or anything, but it is an interesting little tidbit. There will be a large street that you get to cross somewhere in this map. Now, speaking of the street, it's actually hard to tell from this trailer, but it might be that this map has a large street that you actually have to push the payload down. Because Blizzard likes to do fancy stuff with their cinematics, we can't tell with certainty if this giant street that we see this car chase and battle occurring in is going to be part of the payload path or part of the map at all. However, it looks like we can see all of the characters going down it. We can see the entire road is fully furnished with cars and fully detailed buildings. So my assumption personally is that this is actually going to be a part of the payload path. Obviously, we don't know enough information to say that with certainty, but I do believe the fact that it's so detailed means that these are not just background scenery buildings, but that these are in fact buildings that you can walk up and explore and see right before your eyes. So I think that lends some credibility to the idea that the map will take place on a street, and you might in fact be pushing a car around as the payload, considering that there is a large street. However, only time will tell, and I'm sure we'll get a decent glimpse of it once Storm Rising actually comes out. One thing that I figured was worth noting is the fact that the weather seems to change on this map throughout the trailer. Of course, it's sunny at many different parts, including the car chase part, but also it's incredibly rainy and stormy during some of these scenes. So I'm starting to think that the map has either different weather for different areas, or perhaps that the weather changes dynamically during this event. Now, I don't know if Blizzard would ever want such a feature to be added into a competitive map. However, as far as aesthetics go, it could be awesome, and the fact that Blizzard has this kind of dynamic weather going on in this map could be a hint at something very interesting. So, while I don't know how that would work for the competitive map that this is inevitably going to become, I must say that is quite a cool feature and something that we just have never seen before in any Overwatch map. Now, I'm expecting this new Archive event to be really, really good. Probably the best event we've had in the last year because, of course, the last events have been somewhat lackluster. So I'm very much looking forward to this, and I'll be posting a lot of content about the event onto my channel. So if you're interested, do be sure to give a like, subscribe, or just leave a comment if you're feeling it. Helps me pay the bills. I can order some more burgers. I would appreciate it greatly. Anyway, though, I hope you guys appreciated my analysis of this trailer. I'll be doing a lot more content like this, so do stay tuned. Anyway, see you in the next video.